If you have a Canva account and you want to make money online, this video is exactly for you. I recently discovered an original and unsaturated side hustle using Canva, that is creating and selling custom city maps. This is very early, very few people are doing it. You can sell it on Etsy, other digital marketplaces, and your own website. I'm gonna show you how I would start a side hustle completely from scratch in this video. So first of all, what we need to get a wireframe of the location of the map that you want to put on digital downloads and printables. For that, we're gonna use a website called extract.bbbyke.org. On this website, as you can see, there's various kinds of properties. Choose the ones that you see on the screen and then search for a city that you want to get the map of. Now, I searched for Berlin, and what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be creating a bounding box. This is really important because if you're going to be exporting a very large area, it may take you a long time, and also the file may be very big. If the file is really big, you need Extract Pro service. Add your email and then extract. As you can see, it gives you the details of what you're extracting, and then wait for an email because there is going to be a download link where you can actually download it. If you go to your email, after some time, you should get the download link, and then all you want to do is you want to download the file, and we continue from there. So after you downloaded your files, you're gonna have this zip on your computer, and we're moving on to step 2, which is extract the layers and convert them to SVG. By the way, if you have an online business, be honest. How many different tools are you juggling right now to run it? A website builder there, email platform there, maybe another tool for courses. It's overwhelming and it's expensive. That's where Tiny Pages comes in. It's an all-in-one marketing platform built for creators, coaches, educators, and it honestly feels like Notion. With Tiny Pages, you can build websites, sell courses, ebooks, run email marketing campaigns, and even host membership. Here is the backend. So I have basically a website builder, so I can actually view it online. Right, I have this website, so I can modify anything I want. I can launch digital products. So this is, for example, like a digital product that I can launch. Now, I can launch sequences as well. So this is an email sequence. I can change anything I want. There's templates and stuff like that. With that in mind, I'm gonna show you a person that is actually successfully using this platform right now. And it looks amazing. Look at this one, lessons. You can buy digital products on there. Look at this one, courses. You can access these courses on there. You can order them as well. There's also a blog that he's running on this platform. So if you're serious about building your online business without drowning in tech, definitely check out Tiny Pages. I'll drop the link. Try it out and see if you can turn your ideas into income today. Go to this website, mapshaper.org. So then what you want to do is you want to export the files and then go to the shape folder, select everything, and drag and drop it into Map Shaper. At that point, it will create you a map of exactly what we downloaded. Also, at the top right-hand side, you're gonna see the satellite versus the traditional Google Maps style. For this video, we're gonna go with traditional Google Maps style, and I actually recommend that for the posters, for the designs that we're creating. Also, as you can see, there are different layers. Waterways, there's a layer for buildings, there's a layer for roads and stuff like that. So I'm showing you what happens if you actually make everything visible. And I'm also gonna show you how it looks with just a few things visible. So depending on your designs and your needs, you may enable or disable one of them. But to move forward, what we first need to do is we need to select roads and then confirm at the top and then download it as a SVG. So we're gonna need to use a little bit of code. So you may want to actually watch this video a few times if you're not understanding something or you're a bit lost. Literally watch it a few times and then repeat the same for railways. So what you want to do is you want to go to railways and then click console and then type the same thing. It's going to download. Now, moving on to step 3, customize the map in Canva. We're going to be creating the design for the map, so this is going to be very, very exciting. So with that in mind, you want to create a new design, custom size 18 by 24 inches, and click create a new design. So what you want to do is you want to insert both of these images, and then you want to align them perfectly, because obviously this is a wheel map and you have two images. So the better you align it, the more accurate it's going to be. So then what you effectively want to do is you want to start the design process, the customization of colors, effects, and stuff like that. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be starting by changing the color of the actual map. So you can play with this and you can find the styles that you personally like. I'm going to be showing you the map style that I think is the best. And personally, I think these maps look absolutely amazing on a black background or dark background. And I, for example, like it with the green color. We're getting there with our design, but I'm going to use another thing to really bring it to life. So go to Elements and search for a frame. As you can see, Canva has a wide variety of frames. All you need to do is just drop the image inside of a frame. So what I'm going to create now is I'm going to create a design that will be like a final product using one of these frames, and it's going to be a heart. So I placed a heart frame on the screen, put the image in, and then I'm just going to add a couple of words. You may have guessed what I'm doing, but if not, stick around. So as you can see, I love Berlin. This is pretty much a sellable printable or digital product that people can print themselves. Now, another thing you can do is you can actually put it on the letter B like that as well. And if you have a Canva Pro, you can use clipping masks for silhouette masking and stuff like that. This is another thing you can do, but that's only if you have Canva Pro. So I'm gonna be showing you right now how this actually works. So you can have even bigger variety of different kinds of frames, and you can do that using shape, image, and text. So as you can imagine, the opportunities to create different kinds of designs of these maps are literally endless. And for example, this design is of course very suitable for Dublin. It's synonymous with Dublin, this shape. Also, you can upload image as well. Bear in mind, it has to be transparent PNG for this to work. So for example, if I have Berlin, I can upload it and then position it on the top of this image. And as you can see, it will crop it according to my shape. So I just showed you a lot of possibilities, but now it's time to create the final design. What you effectively want to do is you want to add a heading and a subheading, and then you want to add the country, the GPS coordinates, and also it would be great to actually add the country name. With that in mind, you may want to adjust the line spacing. For some reason, when the lines are actually spaced out a little bit more, it kind of looks a bit more stylish. Also, you may want to play around with fonts. You may want to play around with boldings and stuff like that. I personally like this design, but let's see what happens if I actually play around even a little bit more with the spacing, with the font size and stuff like that. When the city name is large and the other text is small, it looks even better. Now, as for selling these maps, I personally really enjoyed making them, but at the end of the day, it's all about making money. It's all about selling them. And of course, Etsy is the best place to sell that. But with that in mind, there is a lot of other platforms as well, such as Gumroad, such as Shopify if you're selling it on your website and actually running ads and getting clients from Facebook, from Instagram and stuff like that. As you can see, a lot of people are creating and selling and making money with these personalized maps. Now, what is really important as well is always credit the OpenStreetMap when you're actually creating these maps, because we're getting this data from them. So what you can effectively do is you can just put that little tiny text, and of course you can make it not so obvious by, for example, making it a bit darker and stuff like that. If you enjoyed this video, if you want more money making ideas, check out my YouTube channel.